hello and welcome to the Nova Show Real Estate Records. I am Tristan Hammett, your host for today's episode. And today joining me is Robyn Buckwalter. Robyn brings more than 10 years of real estate experience across Utah. She's not just closing deals, she invests, she stages, she guides clients towards building wealth through property. Her bilingual fluency helps her connect across community lines. Today, we're going behind the scenes, how she built her reputation, how she navigates challenging markets, and what she's betting on next. So let's get into it. Robyn. Woo, woo. Wah, wah, wah.
We're here. We're back.
We're here. Okay, so yes, Robyn and I originally recorded in October.
It was a
of
powerhouse
2025
episode, too.
It was so good.
It was 5 hours. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And unfortunately, hers and one other got deleted on accident. And so we are back in May of 2026. So
Yes.
I'll find out what's new from then. But okay, Robyn, so we're gonna have to start from ground zero.
Mm-hmm.
And can you let us know, where are you from? And then how did you get into the real estate world?
Okay. So I've lived all over the West for my young life in Arizona, California, and Utah. Here we're in Utah. So raised all over the place. And then after I got married, we moved to New Hampshire for like 7 years. We moved to Fort Worth for another 7. It was awesome. We had a blast. That was with my husband's job. And I was encouraging him, like, let's move away. Let's go somewhere. So we did all that. We came back in 2012. And honestly, I posted on Facebook that I was coming back. And Facebook was fairly new. And an old college acquaintance that I had known on study abroad, on a semester abroad, messaged me. And she was a new agent. And that was smart of her. And she's like, hey, are you going to need housing? And I said, yeah. I couldn't think of any realtors I'd known in Utah. I'd been gone maybe 14 years.
Oh, wow.
So that was awesome. And she lived in the area we were going to move and where my husband would be working. And within like a week, she said, hey, you seem to know so many people. I need to hire someone really talented in my real estate business. Who do you know? And I was like, me.
Yeah.
Because I'd done a lot of administrative work over the years. And I thought, well, I'm a quick learner, and my father was in real estate, my grandfather on my mom's side. So I've had a lot of people in real estate. I never wanted to do it because they were always busy and on the phone, and even on trips on the phone. I'm like, well, that's me now. So anyway, I offered to work for her, and that's how it started in 2012. Right when I got here, I started as a transaction coordinator for this. It became a team, but it was just an agent and I, and then her husband got licensed, and we were very busy. The market was just picking up. I wasn't here for the 08, 09, all the tough stuff. And I was really oblivious to real estate where I lived. I don't know if terrible things were happening with the market. I just was a substitute teacher hanging out with my kids in their schools every day. So I just got in the market at a time. It was like gently climbing every year.
Yeah, picking up.
Homes were selling a little bit faster every year. Prices were going up every year. Since I've been in the industry, I mean, until the last 3 years when we've had the rate increase and prices are holding. But it was an incredible time to join. And within a year, I got licensed because this partner I was with said, we are so busy. You better get licensed.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't think I'd ever be a realtor.
Yeah.
And then I got licensed, and it was meeting people constantly, talking to people, traveling to houses, doing some staging. I mean, realtors, we're all over the map. And I totally love being all over the map. I was like, oh my gosh, I might have just landed in the perfect job for me. And I was in my mid 40s.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And you love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, so let's go back to when you're her TC and you're doing admin work, you get licensed. Then when did you get your first transaction when you were with her?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And how did you get that ball rolling?
Well, so she was an exclusive listing agent. So I would do her open houses and pick up buyers, or my name and number would be on the sign for potential buyers to call me. So some of my first full year, like I was licensed in July of 2013, but really training the new TC or transaction coordinator. By 2014, that's when I had my first transaction. And that year I had 18 transactions.
Wow.
In the first year. And I was looking back, and about 65% were my own referrals or people I knew. And then the other portion came from that group, from open houses or a buyer lead that she had a seller, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that first year I was pretty busy, and because
18.
I'd been a transaction coordinator, I feel like I knew how to run the transaction. It was a big blessing that I started there, I think.
Yeah.
Because some agents just get in like, I don't know how to run the transaction. I totally know how to run the transaction.
Yes. And that's actually one thing. I'm a huge advocate for having a transaction coordinator,
Yes.
but I also am like, you should also know all your documents and your files.
Absolutely.
Like, yes, a TC is a godsend,
They are.
And especially if you want to increase your business, you need a TC.
Yeah.
But you first, I
I
truly believe, need to know how to work your files.
Yes, and I felt really confident running my files. And of course, I had help from the people I worked with. And we had an excellent broker who did fantastic trainings every week. And that I ate that up because I'm new.
Mm-hmm.
And I love education. I love learning. I love training. I love growing. So it was a great place to start. But within a few years, I was like, hey, in this team I was only a buyer's agent. That's just the way they ran the team. Totally great. I was like, I got sellers, I got buyers. I think I'll just branch out and become.
Mm-hmm.
And the tagline, find your nest, came about. My brother's a graphic designer, put together the cutest logo. And I was like,
So
oh,
cute.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm doing, helping people find new nest, retirement nest, first nest, next nest, investment nest. It's just a fun play with my name.
Yes.
Going with that. And so my third year, I have a brokerage, of course, I've been under. I'm not a licensed broker. I could go back to school to do that, but I don't know that I will. Anyway, I went off to a kind of where I could be my own person. I wasn't on a team. I was just my at, this brokerage and that brokerage. And I've been to several brokerages, just finding where I could grow. And then when I felt like I hit a ceiling, I'd look somewhere else and would go somewhere else. Just looking for more training, more social media, more AI, more anything I could get to up-level my business to help me best represent clients. And I wanted really a lot of continuing education and then a ton of positivity around me at whatever office I'm in.
Yes.
Just want to be with high producers with high vibes.
Yes.
That means everything to me.
And and you are at a brokerage that has all of those things. You are a very growth-minded person, which I just love that about you. Okay, so you're at your brokerage now, and you are on social media.
Yes.
And do you do your social media yourself, or do you have somebody do that for you, or how does that work?
I wish I didn't do it myself because it takes a lot of time, but I do.
You do.
This year, a few months ago, I hired someone to do a bunch of reels, and those are in the works of being edited right now, and then she'll post those. It's 6 months worth of reels.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, let me test the waters and see what I think. I'm open to having.
Are these videos of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there'll be B-roll and me talking about different aspects of real estate transactions.
Wow.
And I'm excited to add that to what I have. I do my own. I have a really active personal page and a business page on Instagram and Facebook.
So
I have two because I started out with, before I was really active in real estate, I already had personal pages.
Okay.
So I'm just posting on everything.
So since you have both, do you still find that you will post personal things in your business page?
Very rarely.
Okay.
Almost never. Like
Okay.
I'll post a Christmas picture of my family. No, so I keep it all real estate. I try to keep it fun though. Do some fun things with people in my office, some like music videos, or this is a cool, crazy thing I saw in a house, or check out this builder, or something. I try to make it fun.
Yes.
And on my personal, I always have probably 2 to 3 business related posts a week.
Okay. So on your personal, you are posting some things.
I am, because I have more followers there. And I've had a longer following on those personal pages.
Okay. I kind of want to touch on something you mentioned. You make videos with other realtors and things, and something that I do know about you is you are really big on collaboration with other realtors, and you're not afraid to share, things, and you're a very giving person when it comes to, real estate knowledge and things like that, and in your relationships in the industry. How do you think that helps you rather than being like a competitor?
Yes.
More of a collaborator.
So I realized pretty early on so one of the brokerages I was at, the second one, had a broker very, very involved at the Salt Lake Board of Realtors, and she encouraged us all. In fact, she said, will you be in charge of a committee? And I was like, what's the Salt Lake Board? What's a committee? my first brokerage hadn't been that involved, and they were mostly in growth mode. And my second broker was very well known and had been president of the Salt Lake board in the past. Get involved and meet other realtors. And I'm wondering why. And as I met them, and I got on a committee, a service committee, and we had a big event. I met tons of agents. You just feel like, oh, I have a community. I'm not a lone person. I'm not a lone wolf in the world.
Yeah, because I'm sure real estate can feel
it does.
a little
It's
lonely.
me and my TC, but I'm the one that's out with my clients doing everything. So, and also what I learned was I send offers and the other agent goes, oh, Robyn, I know you. I like you. We have 5 other offers. That was every year I was in it, got more and more of the multiple offer scene until mid 2022. So if there was 4 or 5 offers, an agent would say, oh, I've heard of you, or I know you. Oh, we want to work with you. We love your offer. And they'd almost coach me how to make ours the better offer.
Right.
Because sometimes if the agent on their side is really challenging or they don't communicate, you just don't know how the transaction's going to go. And in best representation for my client is let's hopefully have a very communicative, transparent, open, professional agent on the other side. So it's given me a huge group of friends, and we're competitors, and I don't feel like that. They're all friends. We're all colleagues. There's enough people moving, in my opinion. There's enough people moving, and I don't need 500 deals. I'm not trying to get.
Right.
I'm not trying to get 100 deals in a year. I mean, I would need a team. I think, in my mind, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy to have a few more. I'm very happy there. So the camaraderie is awesome. I learned from other agents. I used to go on the realtor tours and top agents would be on those tours, and I'm thinking, oh wow, what are they saying about the look, the price, the carpet, who repaints cabinets. I started building my list of vendors from those experienced agents. And I've learned so much from other agents, how they run their open houses, how they do a CMA, how they, what kind of events do they do?
I'm sure you just take little things from each thing and make it your own.
Yeah. And so coming full circle, I'm a mentor at my office. I teach new agents probably every month in a series of classes we have that are offered. I'm not the only teacher, but I always say, yes, I'll teach, I'll share. I have incredible email templates for all the way through the transaction for buyers and sellers that I got early on, and I've kind of altered and made them my own. But my first team had just incredible, a customer or a transaction checklist, a client checklist. There's a lot of names for that. But I was like, there's like 80 things, touch points that we need to know about, and new agents don't know, because how would they?
Right.
So I always offer the new agents, email me if you want this, 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 and this. And I put together classes to teach at the Salt Lake board and certified to be a CE teacher on the board, which I really enjoy. And when I'm teaching, I want to give back to agents as well in the things I feel that I'm very good at, which is running a transaction and all my templates and mindset. I have 2 great classes.
Well, I think those things are huge. One, because systems and processes where a lot of agents get hung up. They're not organized. They're all over the place, just kind of winging it.
Yeah, you can't do that when that much money is on the line, and the emotion.
And then the mindset is the other piece to it. A lot of agents have, I hear imposter syndrome a lot.
Yeah, I heard that today from an agent
you?
that I mentor, that we're in a little accountability partnership. That and scarcity mindset. You can't build a business on a scarcity mindset, which is there's not enough, I need it all, or I'll never get a deal because, years ago, an agent moved into my neighborhood that was from out of state, and she's like, oh, you live here, you know everybody. I mean, she made that assumption. I didn't know everybody. I am pretty outgoing. I knew a lot of people, but she kind of threw in the towel like, oh, Robyn's in my neighborhood. Robyn goes to my gym. So how can I? And I'm thinking, well, there's going to be people that want to work with you more than me. And that's just whatever. That's just the way it is. People find people they resonate with. So whatever, I just think I want a high vibration because I want to resonate with a high vibration client who's also got an abundance mindset and generous mindset. They want to listen and learn and see what I have to, take my expertise into account.
Yes.
I don't want to work with a scarcity mindset client either.
Right.
It's very, very tricky. Sometimes that comes up.
That's awesome that you do that. And not only do you teach about real estate, I know you have these retreats that you host. Will you talk more about that and
I would love to.
what sparked that and your vision for it in the future? And so tell us all about it.
I have a big vision for it, but I think it started probably in the pandemic, and I don't know if it was because of the pandemic. I think the more I was working with clients and other agents, and maybe it's my age, I just saw a lot of women in particular, like our kids are growing up, we don't know who we are. This isn't really realtors that already have a career, but other women. My kids are growing up, I don't know who I am, or I just see women not taking care of themselves across the board, whether they work or not. They're giving everything to whoever's in their sphere. I think it's been from the beginning of time, possibly. I don't know. But anyway, I saw that, and my brother and his wife moved here, and I helped them they wanted a retreat cabin in Midway. And we went looking, and I told her, I have a dream. This was in 2020. I told my sister-in-law, who's a yoga teacher, I said, I have a dream of hosting retreats for women, just to get women together, to connect, to be vulnerable, to share the heartache, and to build each other up, and to find community, compassion, and non-judgment. And they found this incredible house that I host my retreats. My sister-in-law and brother do separate men and women's retreats and couples retreats. We all host our retreats up at this cabin on an acre with a pond. There's always deer on the property. It's got a huge wooden deck, and it's got some carvings inside into the wood. It's very unique as a property. It's not a big mansion in Midway. It's a small place, but it's got lots of land, and we do yoga. I got yoga certified this year. Since I talked to you.
Okay. I remember you talking about that.
My yogi daughter said, Mom, why don't you get certified in yoga?
Yeah.
She already is, but she wanted to get another one.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Okay. So I'm official if I teach at my retreats. I have other yoga teachers, but I'm like, I know I could do it.
Yeah.
My teachers aren't there, and it was hard, but that's a side note. Again, part of I love learning and doing new things. So I just started very informally making a flyer in Canva and sending it to women I knew. And I always have 8 to 12. I don't really want more than that, the space. And in my networking and going to other retreats, and not just masterminds, but I love going to retreats as well, filling my bucket, because we've got to fill our buckets. I met some women, coaches, like relationship coaches, mindset coaches, thought coaches, physical fitness coaches, nutritionists. I just met all these women that I thought, let me bring them if they want to come to my retreats and be a presenter.
Yes.
And help them, because then they can say, if you want to work with me as a coach, if someone loves their presentation, they might get a client. So I'm helping them grow. They're helping me put on a great retreat.
Yes.
So there's a variety of people presenting, including me. And my topic is always self-care on the deepest level. We use a lot of Brené Brown. She's just the queen of resilience, of vulnerability, and connection, which only comes through vulnerability and being real. And I'm way into being real. So I use a lot of that stuff, but do a big, deep self-care. And then in a different retreat I attended and a coaching program I was in a few years ago, I learned a lot about triggers. Like when people go, I'm so triggered, I can't go to that place, it's so triggering, or I can't be by that person, they trigger me. And I learned, which I didn't know, that the trigger's not about the other person, ever. So if you tell me, my husband's triggering me, I'll say, well, what happened? I don't know if you're married, I'm assuming. But just say, someone says to me, my husband really triggered me, because the people we live with trigger us the most. Because that's who we live with, and they're pushing our buttons.
Yes.
Okay? So I just learned how to work with that and go, wait a minute, the trigger, that's actually a gift. It's part of you. It's some old trauma, or it's some old stuff, or it's a young version of you wanting to be seen and heard. And once it's seen and heard, it dissipates, kind of releases. We don't have to live with our triggers our whole life. People do, and blame it on someone else. And if someone else is responsible for my feelings, then how can I change my feelings?
Right.
If someone else is responsible for all my anger or my rage, if I have that, road rage or whatever, it's like, hold on. What inside of me is like knocking on the basement door from deep below my house of my soul saying, Robyn, I'm hurting still from way back when.
Yeah.
And a lot of therapists have taught me this too.
Wow.
Like triggers are gifts. Do we have the guts to unwrap the trigger? There's this quote I use in my retreats that says, triggers show you where you're not free. Wow.
That's deep.
I know, I'm about to cry.
Yeah.
Where are we not free? Oh. And I'm not talking about severe abuse. That's another case. I'm just talking about so-and-so said this and it just triggered me. Underneath
Just like
the
you held on
trigger,
to it.
like my husband said something once and someone was coaching me through saying, well, Robyn, so what did you feel when he said that? What happened? And you kind of dig underneath it to where I was like, I felt like my needs didn't matter. Or I felt unlovable. Or these are the 3 lies that people believe, that we all have a bucket of a bucket. And if it's empty, that's what gets hit. The trigger hits the I'm not enough bucket, I'm unlovable, or my needs don't matter. Every trigger is one of those things.
Which we all know as humans,
Yeah.
we need a lot of them met in order to have fulfillment and feel happy.
And we're in charge of filling our buckets. That's action. And so this is what my retreats are about is I'm in charge of filling my bucket. Really, my husband and my kids that's not their main job. Their job's to fill their own bucket.
Yeah.
And to become whoever they're going to become, working through their trauma, working through if there's addiction, working through insecurity, working through heartache, working through whatever. We're humans on a mortal planet. There's like, nobody's perfect. No one ever will be, in my opinion. I mean, we're just going to have stuff that comes up, and the old stuff just lives underground or in the basement, knocking on that trap door, saying, I just want to be heard. The triggers dissipate so much when we give them attention and figure out what's really under the trigger. Oh, that made me feel unloved. I mean, I felt unimportant when my significant other said that. But did they really mean that? Probably not if you have a decent relationship with those people in your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's like, oh, where am I feeling scarcity? How do I get out of that? I need to fill that bucket with abundance and love. And self-care is what fills the bucket, and keeping commitments to ourself is what builds our confidence and fills our bucket. When I say I'm going to go to the gym every day and I go, look at me, I'm sitting up tall because I'm like, I'm going to the gym every day.
Yeah.
Or I'm not overspending, or I'm not drinking anymore, or whatever it is. I'm not shouting at my kids anymore. Something you want to do, stop doing or add. But I think it's the adding. What do we want to add? And like just push away the other stuff we don't want by adding some positive, beneficial things to our lives. And those commitments create self-love. Like, I love myself enough to eat right. I love myself enough to go to bed early. That's my hardest one. I love myself enough to go to work out every day because I know at my age, especially, I've got to for my bones, my blood, and my heart, and for anti-Alzheimer's.
Yes.
I've got to.
Yes. Wow. How many times a year do you have these retreats?
So I do 2 to 3 a year. I have one June 6th.
Oh, wow.
Coming up in Midway. And then my brother and his wife bought another house for retreats that's a little bit bigger, more beds, more baths in Spring City. Do you know where that is?
No.
Most people, I didn't know exactly where it was. It's on the way to Manti or Ephraim.
So south
of
us.
And so you go to Spanish Fork, you get off on Highway 6 and go, I don't know, toward the mountains.
Okay.
Down and through there. It's probably 2 hours from Salt Lake. And it's a little tiny town. It's on an acre as well with a big white barn. It's been a retreat and wedding venue by the prior owner.
Wow.
So this place, I'm like, oh, we could have more people and they could stay locally at Airbnbs.
Yeah.
And do Zumba or do yoga or do breath work, plus fun stuff.
Yes.
Well, Zumba's fun. Let me just say that. Zumba's a blast. And other people have had big retreats there. So I'm going to have my first one there in September 18th and 19th. And the most exciting thing, and where I see retreats going for me, keeping small, intimate ones with women across the board, yes. And I want to add corporate, or I don't like the word corporate so much. Women entrepreneurs or women business owners who want to go plan their next year and learn about triggers so they're not as triggered by their employees or their significants or their clients. So they want to do more deeper self-care because they're so busy running a business that they don't have a lot of good self-care probably.
Yes.
Because their pants are on fire or whatever. Their hair's on fire. I don't know what the saying is.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to do a women entrepreneur business owner retreat in November in Acumal, Mexico.
Wow.
Which is near Cancun, in 2 beautiful privately owned houses.
Oh, no way.
And they're on the beach, right on the beach. They have their own private beach, and one has a pool. Big kitchen, big living room, huge space. And we're going to do business planning for 2027. We're going to talk about working genius, which I'm not a specialist at, but it's where are you a genius in your arena? And you take kind of an assessment and your working genius will say, like, Tristan, your best place to work is this and this. Get someone else to do the other 4 geniuses. Work in your genius.
Wow.
We're going to have an expert in working genius for everybody that's there. We're going to talk about money and money stories and do some money stuff and talk about investing. And then I'll do some of my self-care and the triggers. And we'll plan, what do women want to plan for 2027 for their business? What are their goals? How are they going to track it? Is there a system we can put in place for everybody?
I love that.
So I have powerhouse women hosting with me. There's 4 of us on the docket, and none of the other ones are, well, one's a lender. She's in real estate on the lending side. The other 2 are business and money coaches for women, basically.
Wow. That is so cool.
So that's November 3rd to 7th, and I don't know if people can message me through you or something through this podcast.
Or do you have do you post it on your Instagram? Or
I
can people
post
go follow
everything.
you?
Just Robyn Buckwalter with Robyn with a Y on Facebook and Instagram.
ROBYNN.
No, 1 N.
1 N.
There's a Robyn across the street with 2 N's, but I'm 1. ROBYN, and then Buckwalter. Buck as in deer, a buck, and Walter, the name. So it's pretty easy.
Yes. Okay.
So if people can find me on Facebook or on Instagram. I try to use my name, and I'm posting for all the retreats right now.
I love that. Yeah. That's amazing.
So I feel like if we can I want to raise women. There's men helping raise men, and there's people doing both. I just feel like I'm in a community where I know I have something to offer women, and I know they have things to offer me.
How rewarding too, to put people in like a safe space to like really grow within, right? Like, and do the work.
That's it.
I love that. You've created that.
I think because of hardships I've been through, major, growing up and with my kids, doing our own work is the number one way to feel happiness in life and success, and to be able to grow something else, like to grow financially, to grow in wisdom, to grow in health. There's this little saying, you got to do your work. Well, you have to do your work.
Yeah.
What is holding each person has things that hold them back. So I'm like, well, let me be a little piece in that puzzle of what could be blocking you from progressing.
Right.
What could be blocking you from believing in yourself and believing in your future and believing in what you want to create.
Yeah.
It's super powerful.
What is one of the tools through the retreats that you've hosted or that you've gone to? What are some tools, like if you want to share one tool that you're like, this really helps me in my day-to-day? Because real estate can be very demanding and busy, and
or when it's
your
not
hair's
busy,
on fire everywhere, or when it's not busy and you're feeling down about
you're
it.
You're so stressed.
Yes.
Usually, if you need the money.
Yes.
Some realtors are, their spouse makes a lot of money too. I have friends who are like, well, if I have a busy year, it's okay. If I don't, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm probably the majority breadwinner. So it matters.
Yes.
I do have a number one tool.
Okay. I'd love to hear.
And I learned it from my first broker.
Okay.
Who is now in Midway, but he was in Kaysville, and he's a developer now. I have always been a really positive person. Somehow I was born with a very positive gene, in spite of a lot of trials and a lot of heartache. So, and I feel like because I'm happy, I actually try to be real and share the downs and share the heartaches publicly.
Like open book.
Oh, yeah, because people are like, no, she's so happy. She's never had a hard life. I'm like, well, my mom got married 5 times and divorced 4 times, and we moved 20 times before I was 20. I mean, that's a fact. I'm just throwing out one thing.
Yeah.
So that wasn't easy. A lot of trauma in there, and my kids have had some struggles too. So anyway, what he taught us was he did this class called The Power of One, and we were up at our meeting in Kaysville, and I'm like thinking, well, I wonder what this is going to be about. It was the power of one thought. And in general, is the power of what we think, that we're in control of the seeds we plant, and whatever seeds we plant in our brain, they will grow, especially if we water them. So if I have seeds of doubt, and every day I think, well, I don't know if the market's going to turn. I don't know if anyone's going to call me. Like,
you're watering those doubts.
If I water my doubts with more doubts, which actually, I think, Tristan, I think it's a habit, because I know people that are always doubtful. It's just a habit. They can change that. Or always pessimistic. That could be changed, because guess who's in charge of our thoughts?
Me.
Yeah.
Ourselves. Yeah.
No, there's an amazing book out last little bit called The Untethered Soul that talks about the
I
crazy
love that
roommate in your
book.
brain. I'm like,
I think actually you might have suggested that book, and I read it.
did you?
Yes.
I mean, it's powerful.
Yes.
But it has this like, you've got a crazy roommate in your brain. You can tell it to leave. So I have felt like I have I don't know, a lifelong habit of being positive. I just do. But the more people I talk to, most people struggle with that, I have found. So I learned about affirmations, one positive thought. He's like, you plant a seed, water it. And I'm like, well, I want to plant seeds of growth, abundance. I want to plant seeds of, gosh, I brought my affirmation sheet to read you some of them. And I think it's in the other room. Anyway, but I find different I still do affirmations. Even when business is good, when business isn't good, it changes it for me. I feel like I honestly, because what I've learned is the things we think, our brain might not believe it, but it's like our brain will believe whatever we think. So whatever you think about yourself, your brain's going to believe it.
Right.
So what books do you read? What music do you listen to? What shows do you watch? What do the people you hang out with say about themselves negatively that could rub off on you? And I mean you to anybody, not just you.
Right.
And the more we plant the seeds of empowerment, positivity, like everything works out for me. I know people that every day say nothing ever works out for me. I'm like, well, how could it?
Right.
When you've only coached your brain to notice what doesn't work out.
Right.
So one of the things he talked about was gratitude, and many people talk about gratitude in the morning, gratitude at night. But in the morning, my favorite, kind of the poster child, I think she's the American guru of affirmations, is an old, beautiful woman named Louise Hay, who might have passed away. She's in her 90s. And she has the best stuff on YouTube and all over. You can find it anywhere.
Okay.
I listen to her every morning, a little 10-minute one that's like, everything's working out for me. My life's going exactly where it needs to go. Everything that's meant for me is going to find me. So I started, my whole business, I feel like, is built on the affirmation that qualified. I used to say buyers and sellers are always looking for me and find me. And then I had a lot that weren't qualified. So I changed it to qualified buyers and sellers are always looking for me.
Wow.
And then when I wanted to raise the level of the amount of the price point on homes, I put the price point, like the majority of the homes I close are at such and such a sales point.
Yeah.
And everything started coming up that year.
Wow.
So this first broker's like, pick an amount of money you want to make, write it down, look at it every day. And he did it when he was 22 or 23, and he quadrupled his income because of the fact that he looked at it. Here's the deal. Our brain looks for ways to solve whatever we're thinking. Whatever I'm thinking, my brain's like, I got to prove this is true. So if I'm thinking I'm a loser, I don't have enough energy, or I can't do that, I'm bad at numbers, I don't know how to talk to people. When people say I'm bad at names, I'm like, you just confirmed. You can change that. You can be great at remembering names.
Right.
But anyways, that broker did that. And so I did that. I picked a number that my husband had never made, and I definitely hadn't. And I did the next year.
That is so cool.
And I was a new agent, and I've way surpassed that number. So whether it's a transaction number you make, or a gross commission income number, or it might be a weight loss number, it might be a conversation number. I want to have 50 conversations a week. And if it's 10, fine, have 10. But we have to think, I'm good at conversations. I'm good at talking to people. Because if you think that, you'll make the conversation.
Yeah. And you need to be specific because, like you're saying, your language is everything.
Yeah.
So
I've just, in the end, I'm a neuroscience nut. I might go get some kind of certificate or degree in neuroscience in my 60s, which I'm close to, because it is the most fascinating thing I've ever studied. I'm a huge fan. But you just learn, like, the brain only can do what you think. So choose your thoughts. What do you want your future to be? What thoughts does future you have? That's what I think.
Yes.
What thoughts does the Robyn who's doing international women's retreats with 40 women, if that's what my goal is, what is that Robyn, what did she do before she got there? Well, I mean, you just think of those things. But even on a small scale, I want to be healthy and fit. I want to weigh this, or I want to have this energy mass, or I want to, whatever it is, there's ways to measure fitness. What does that fit version of me do? She gets up every day at 6 and goes to work out before the phone rings.
Yes.
And I never used to get up at 6, ever.
Yeah.
I do every single day. And now it's a habit. I'm like, this is my habit. I'm going to go do it.
I know. And now do you find yourself like, because I know this is like recent for me too, waking up super early. But I find myself, and this is the first time it's ever happened in my life, where I want to go, like I'm laying there and I'm like, do I want to get up? And then it's just like, yes, you do.
Yeah.
Like just get up and just
do
start
it
putting
for
on your
you.
clothes.
Do it for you.
Start putting on your workout clothes and your shoes and like just go.
It's like have the clothes out and ready. Sometimes I still think I don't want to get up, but not very rarely. Now my mind's up on 5:15. Like, is the alarm about to go off? Should I just get up at 5:30 and do my affirmations and stretch and then do some journaling and then go to my exercise? And then I wrap up all these really beautiful self-care rituals that tell my spirit, my soul, and my brain, I love you, and my body, I love you. I'm taking care of you. I'm my own parent. I'm the boss.
And how are you going to have a bad day when you just started it off like this? And taking care of yourself.
You honestly won't.
Yeah.
I mean, unless a
things
client calls me crying because an offer fell through. But I'm on a high vibe to hopefully help lift them.
Yes.
I feel like $1 million when I come out of the gym.
Yeah.
There's not a better feeling than
I
just sweated or I worked out or whatever you do at the gym.
Yeah.
You come out there and you're like, wow, I just already I made my bed. There's that great book, good book called Make Your Bed. If you can, then you've already accomplished something the first minute of the day.
Right.
So make my bed, go to the gym, get my affirmations. And, those are some of the top, those are just key for me. I think for everybody, it changes your energy in your body. It changes your vibration. We're all made of energy. Everything's made of energy. That's a scientific fact. Well, where level is your energy at? What are you putting into your body? Yeah. Food has energy. Drinks have energy. And then what we think has energy. And that's been measured. That's for another day. I'll teach that at my retreat.
Yeah.
But thoughts have been measured.
Wow.
And it's like, well, are my thoughts low vibration? Because we attract whatever vibration we're at. Which is why you and I like each other, because we're on high vibes.
Because every time I see you, you are just positivity and so friendly to everyone. I mean, like you came to that broker open and you're just talking to everyone
and
all
just
these
friends.
Yeah, and then they all went to yours. Like you had a tour
Yeah.
that you were like hosting, and it's just like you attract people too that are on the same vibration because of that.
I mean, that feels good. So I think a message to anyone is if you don't love your vibration, if you don't like where you're at, you can look up activities, foods, and thoughts that are measure on the megahertz scale as a higher vibration. And it's love and gratitude at the very top.
I love that.
It's like, hey, I'm thankful for this. I'm glad I have that. This Louise Hay says every morning, choose your thoughts. Don't turn on your phone. Don't even turn on music. Just hurry and think of things you're thankful for. Right then when you wake up. And it might be your bed. It might be your room. It might be your house. It might be your dog. I love my dog who sleeps right by us. And I'm like, he's so cozy. He makes me feel so loved.
Yeah.
So just think of a few things in the morning, because then all day long you're trained your brain to look for things to be grateful for all day.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I didn't know I had that much power.
Right.
We use like
Such
5% of our
practice.
brains.
Yeah.
We have so much more capacity.
Yes.
So that's the best thing I learned, and it's the thing that's kept me going.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah. Okay, so I want to jump and talk into, I know your brokerage has client events.
Yes.
That you guys are more than welcome to invite all your clients to. Is that something that you invite your clients to?
Yes.
Yes.
I have always done client events. My first team did client events. And I was like, dang, this is so fun. We get to see all the clients at a couple of events. And then from then on, when I left, I built my own, or my office has had them. So my office hosts a summer splash event at a water park, a Halloween kind of themed pumpkin patch event. And that might be it. We've sometimes do one called Death by Chocolate. We haven't
I've been
done that
to one of those.
That's fun. Death by
that was
Chocolate, it's
fun.
the bomb.
Yeah.
But I add Santa and I add an Easter egg hunt, and you can tell they're all themed around little kids and families. That's not all my clients. It's a great majority, but I decided a long time ago, most everyone with little kids is going to go to somebody's pumpkin patch, Easter bunny hunt, and meet Santa.
Yeah.
So why don't I make sure they come to mine?
Yes.
I'll be the one, and they can bring their friends to mine.
Yeah.
And I repeatedly see all those clients every year at those events. And the water So corn bellies is my newest
I love
one.
corn
And the young adults love corn bellies. The adults, everyone likes corn bellies. So that's a winner for everybody. And my water park, I have these two cute ladies that are like 80 that are my clients. They're best friends. And one referred me to the other. They came to the water park and my daughter and I got in the tubes and floated in the lazy river with these little ladies and we were just talking and they had a blast and they're 80.
Yeah.
So I think people, not everyone's an extrovert. If there's introverts, then maybe they don't come, but they know me. And sometimes it's like, well, we want to go say hi to Robyn. And look, our kids want to do this event.
Yeah.
It's like, those are kind of a no-brainer.
Like all the things.
Yeah, grandkids, exactly. Or their neighbors or friends. Usually I meet someone's friends and they later become a client. I mean, it's a way to build more clients, but I do it just to connect with my past clients.
Right.
And I've watched now it's my 14th year in real estate. So people that had a baby 14 years ago have a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Or they had a 10-year-old. Well, now that person's in college and I don't see that.
Yeah.
They're a 24-year-old. And it feels like there's this deeper connection. There's a longevity of, hey, we've been connected to her for a long time. People want to keep saying hi and stopping in and showing me, look at my baby, look at this. And I have many repeat clients, many that have bought and sold multiple times. And so I see them through those transactions as well. But client events, I say, they're one of the biggest pillars in my business of keeping connection. Because here's what you get. You do a client event. If your office does it, even better because they do a lot of the work.
Right.
Or you team up with other agents and you all put in time and money. And not all events cost a lot of money. However, you mail out something a month before so they get a postcard. Then you text them a week before. Then you email them. So it's 3 touches per every event. And I do 5 events. So 5 times 3 is 15. 15 touches in 12 months.
Yes.
Just for events. I don't have to go, say, hey, do you know anyone buying? Do you know anyone moving? Refer them to me. And some agents do that. And that's okay. The more power to you. To ask for referrals, I don't really ask because I'm creating instances where we're meeting and they know what I'm doing.
Right.
They know. And I try to introduce clients that are like of similar age or similar kids, or you guys both live in Daybreak. You guys all live in Eagle Mountain.
Yeah.
And they see each other at events over and over. And some of my clients are becoming friends with each other.
Yes.
Which is super fun.
Like you're building that connection. I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a huge pillar. Keeps me in touch.
I truly, I feel like the client events is something like you really should be doing in your business.
Yeah.
I just feel like you're creating an invaluable experience for families, memories,
Absolutely. And they take their Christmas card pictures.
Yes.
Or I'll tell you one idea that I didn't do this, but a cute agent I know that is at a place and they don't put on big events. And she's like, you know what? I'm just going to go I forgot how many. She has a trailer and she has a decent sized house and yard in West Jordan. And she just got like 50 pumpkins and put them in her yard and had food and treats and had her clients come to her house. And all the kids picked a pumpkin and they made like a little photo op spot. Aww. They had a couple bales of hay, like with a trailer, which I don't have, but she was able to bring bring all the pumpkins, and she gave everyone a pumpkin. And it wasn't a big patch, but she provided a fun experience for her clients that was fairly easy.
Yeah.
And Easter egg hunts, Amazon has eggs pre-stuffed if you want, or you can it's cheaper to buy your own and stuff them, but you could have your family, your friends
help out
and just pick a park and go spread all the eggs out, or some agents do barbecues in the park and they provide hot dogs, hamburgers, buns.
I've heard that
Tell all the clients, hey, bring a dish to share, and you get a playground there, or you get a pickleball court or a basketball court, something like that. And that kind of fits all the ages of people. And they bring their own chairs, and if there's a little gazebo for shade, that helps. One of my brokerages did stuff like that, and we had people blowing up balloon animals and face painters, and kids have fun at that too.
Yeah, it's all great.
Just something where you're getting together, giving back. I call it client appreciation because my clients are everything.
Right.
My whole business is built on them and on their referrals. My whole business is referral based. I don't door knock. I don't advertise. I don't do mail. I do mailers to all my past clients.
I was actually going to be asking, what kind of marketing you.
So I don't know if any agents have talked to you about Boomerang. It's a company out of Colorado. It's almost nationwide. It does a big, huge 5x7. No, it's bigger. It's like a 7x9, I think, postcard with my picture and whatever I want to type. And on the front is a coupon. And it's like, go to Jamba Juice and get buy one, get one free smoothie, or go to Goat's haircut place and get a free haircut.
Wow.
Or go to Barbacoa and get a free meal. It's a buy one, get one free or just a freebie. And it always has free Festival of Trees tickets in Sandy. And it always has free home show tickets, which the home show's 3 times a year and it does it once a year. So all my past clients and people that refer me business, they all get those every month. And I think it's $1 a card. I don't touch them. I just put the address in. My TC puts in all the addresses when I get new clients, and off we go.
Wow.
So I do that, but that's not seeking out new people. I've done the last couple of years some door hangers in my neighborhood and a few things, and I'm still weighing in on that. I'm like, maybe I should get a farm. And I just started farming this year with my lender.
Yes.
And we're sending every 3 months some postcards with hopefully things people want on those. Not just, hey, call us, we buy and sell. None of my postcards say that. It's like, here's a coupon for 50% off cleaning your house.
Wow.
Or here's a coupon for HVAC, $25 tune-up on your furnace and AC. So my HVAC guys offer that. So I'm like, let me offer something people will use, whether it's going to dinner or getting a home service. And so I'm just in the throes of like, I know farming works if you do it religiously.
Yes.
And I'm just adding that.
Oh.
In.
Yeah, I remember talking to you and Crystal about it.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. I love farming. It's my favorite subject.
Oh, well, title people you guys are phenomenal at showing
it.
agents how to farm effectively. And you're off. You help, like, here's all the addresses. Here's how many people rent versus own. I feel like you guys have all the data, and it's right. You'll help any realtor.
Yeah. Yeah. No, just farming's so fun because there's so many different ideas that you can do and depending on how hyper local you want to get.
For sure.
But, okay. I love that. Well, we're running out of time, but man, I feel like we didn't even scratch the surface.
Wow.
I appreciate you coming back.
You're welcome.
And I just love
pleasure.
you. You're a joy to be around. And
Ditto. Thank you.
I can't wait to see you
out in the world, out in Salt Lake City.
I know this is twice in
Let's go dancing.
2
Let's
weeks.
go to a free concert in Daybreak.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Or go to Zumba or
I've never done Zumba.
Oh my gosh.
I'll try it.
It's a blast.
I'll try it.
Nuria probably has.
I don't know.
It's African, Latino and Brazilian dance.
I've never done Zumba.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what? This job really gets me out there trying new things. I've done cycling. I've done.
Okay, we'll set up a Zumba day.
Okay, that'll be fun.
It's a blast.
Okay, and where
Thank
can
you.
people follow you again?
So Robyn Buckwalter on Facebook or Robyn's Realty on Facebook.
Okay.
And Instagram, pretty easy. Robyn's with a Y. Robyn's Realty Utah is. And listen, this my personal one that has everything I do. Robyn.and.my.nest. So it's Robyn and my nest with a dot between each word.
Okay.
So it's about my nest, which is my home, my life, my retreats, my business. It's everything in my sphere.
Okay. Love it.
Love people to follow, and I'll follow them back.
Go give her a follow. Go
you.
look into her retreats. And
Yes.
thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please rate us, like us, and share this podcast with our real estate community. The Nova Show Real Estate Record, sharing raw stories of real estate, failures, lessons, wins, and successes. This is all from Novation Title, bringing a different experience into your world so that we can all uplift each other. Until next time.